R&B as well?
A little bit.
Okay. That's heavy. That's
A
tight.
little bit.
That's
A
tight.
little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I did a couple of tracks for Fallon Sierra
Nice.
and Mama Nikki.
Nice.
And Fallon went with one of them that she called Charlotte's Web,
Okay.
and it's on her prior project. Mama Nikki, she sings and does hip hop too, but she's a prolific poet.
Right.
She did We All Rising Up, and that's my brother there. Jamel Moxie, if I played something after this interview, I'm gonna play something.
Yeah,
and
he's
then
dope.
and then you'll understand that I was like, regardless of what direction they've gone at that moment, I was the perfect fit for that moment. I was the perfect
blend.
producer
Yeah.
for that moment.
Right.
Yeah, or for
Right.
that project.
Yeah. Heavy.
So yeah.
Yeah, man. So look, man, we really could talk all day, man. But I'm gonna go ahead.
Very
and-
much so.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I said it was gonna be an hour. You was like, look, I would keep it short.
But I'm gonna answer your questions
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
I just got one question.
Okay.
So we talked about you, having your little pitfalls and, incarceration, drugs, and stuff like that. I just wanted to ask, how was the day in the life of, Ready Ron today? What does the schedule look like today for you?
1% of my alcoholism and my drug addiction was the mood and mind altering chemical. The other 99% was the behavior. Once I stopped drinking and getting high, I had to learn to live completely all over again.
Right.
So I took different steps. Even though my recovery was done behind enemy lines, because even leaving the shelter, I was running into some of the same people, that I was getting high with. But my focus was clear. I'd had enough. There's always a bigger picture with me.
Right.
It's always unselfish. And every day I'm thinking about how we can win.
Right.
This isn't just about me. It's how we can win. And what more can I do in the community to be a part of the solution, whether it be volunteering at the food bank, whether it be volunteering with the Beyond Project, whether it's helping my friend Marvin Futrell, who is one of the driving forces behind the tiny houses that are being built,
Right.
or helping Nikita with her class, or that's what it's about for me.
Yeah.
It's about the big picture, because I know at some point the baton has to be passed. I am not a child. I'm a grown-ass man, and it's my responsibility to pass information on to the youth. And that's what it's about for me, whether it be through music, whether it be community-based.
Right.
I'm always trying to, you know what I mean? Even shout out Danielle Griffin and Percy, because they work with the organics. They're up at Cafe Red every Monday putting organic food baskets together to
nice.
feed the homeless.
Heavy.
Or people who are going through a rough time during, the pandemic.
Right.
So you giving back to the community.
100%. 100%. Because there was a few people in the community that when I started taking these steps to better myself, they rode with me.
Right.
They rode with me. So it's only fair. This is why even in the program, the self-help group, I have 2 sponsees that I sponsor. You know what I mean? Because
Nice.
what works for one individual won't work for the next.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
I kind of see it as paying it forward. You know what I mean? That's called paying it forward. And
100%.
When you pay it forward, then it actually moves. The machine actually moves.
100%.
Instead of just, oh yeah, I owe you, let me give it back.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you
Taking
have the
initiative,
attitude of paying
yeah.
it forward. So,
Yeah.
a friend once told me, like, oh, look, he's a free slave. Because I would do anything that he needed me to do because it was about what we were trying to accomplish in that moment. You know what I mean?
Let me give you a perfect example of being a part of the solution. My wife's a nurse. during the pandemic, she has been putting ridiculous and retarded hours when people were backing down and bowing out. There's a photographer and a videographer named Rachel. She calls herself Little Puma. She's kind of in bad health. She has lupus and a few other physical, issues that are going on, but her intentions are sincere. They found a mass that they removed in her abdomen area, and after releasing her, there was an open wound that had to be constantly taken care of. And where she went for them to do the wound care did a shit job. She had no idea she was being kidnapped. I told her to come by the house. She drove all the way from Pewalla, and I said, make sure you bring your youngest daughter with her. She stayed with us for 5 days. My wife was going in, working 10 and 12-hour days, and still coming home.
She was being kidnapped.
We kidnapped her. We kidnapped her.
Right.
Not literally.
Well, right, but we're going to come.
But she stayed with us for 5 days. My wife did all the wound care because it had to be changed twice a day.
So she knew, you're going to get the care here.
100%. And that's how I live my life on a daily basis. And it doesn't necessarily be like, there's a lot of guys, right, that, because thank you, Jay Battle. Shout out Jay Battle and DJ Niebuhr for sharpening my engineering skills.
Hey.
Shout out Mark Hoy Music, sharpening, you know what I'm saying, my engineering skills.
Yeah. And
so there are times where people are in a financial situation and they need help. And they'll say, listen, I need to record this. I'm in a bad position right now. My last words is, okay, how long? Well, what do you mean? How long is it going to take for you to get here? Another really talented female artist, Keisha Beard, she put a post out. She put a post out, I think it was last year or a year before that she had the opportunity to do a video with somebody, but she was in a financial situation and couldn't pay for studio time. And I said, I'll see you when you get here. We recorded it. It wasn't even my beat. We recorded it. I mixed it. I mastered it. She did the video. And just recently, not too long ago, she did a post saying, this is how community works together. This is what happened. This is what happened. Needed a place. Ronald Wilson didn't hesitate to tell me to come. He recorded me. We got the video done, blah, blah, blah. See, sometimes you just got to
That shit just gave me the chills.
See, sometimes you just got to do the right thing. You got to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Because of what the big picture is.
Now that's
the big picture
That's
is.
Being the solution when it matters the
about
most.
money.
When it really matters.
Because right now, if I'm in a bad situation, I know who I can call for help. And it doesn't necessarily mean financial help.
Right.
And even if it's a situation like this, I'm a real
Service.
motherfucker, man. If I'm behind in something and need help, I'll reach out and say, listen, this is what's up. I'm in a bind, blah, blah, blah. Well, how much do you need? I don't need shit. I'm going to give you the account number for whether it be the
Phone
lights,
bill,
the gas, or this.
Right.
And that's what I need taken care of.
No, I need my phone bill, but let me hold 100
Because that's being sincere.
Right, exactly. Integrity, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
That's
but yeah,
being
man, we're going to
sincere.
go ahead and wrap it up. Ready, Ron Beats, man. It's been great having you on the
I
block.
really appreciate
know what
you
I'm
guys
saying?
taking the time
Yes,
out,
sir.
man. I do have something to say, though.
Okay.
Don't let anybody tell you out there that what you have isn't good enough or it's not something that contributes to this music genre.
Right.
Yeah.
Period.
No doubt.
Also, don't let, because the odds are against you, let you... Don't believe that you're not capable of maneuvering through a city of snakes.
You've got mail.
Huh.
Period. Because there are a lot of them out here.
Yeah.
There are a lot of them, and they really mean you no good. Just keep your integrity in place, work real hard, and don't focus on just being a local hero. Open your mind up, because now this is the top music genre in the world. So what you need to start doing is reaching out and exploring this genre in other countries, so that you see the impact and how well received what you have to offer can be.
Good word.
Real talk.
Yes, sir.
Real
All
talk.
right, Ready Ron, that's what it is, man. I want to thank y'all for coming through, or thank you for coming through.
Oh yeah.
And you know what I mean? We'll have you back on, you know what I'm saying, in a minute. But it's Wilson Block 100 Radio. I'm your host, Mr. Wilson. And until next time, we out.